I'm Dave, and this is Austin Eats. I love pizza. In fact, I love pizza so much I built a wood-burning oven in my backyard. Today I'm going to make a pizza that may be a little bit different from anything that you've tried before. This is going to be a deep dish Chicago-style pizza. So think of a thick crust followed by the cheese and the toppings, and then the rich, delicious tomato sauce on top. It's easy to make, it's really good, and it's right here on Austin Eats.
To bake the dough, I'm going to start with 105-degree water, add my salt, make sure that dissolves a little bit, then add the yeast. I'm just going to let it sit for a little bit. I want that yeast to hydrate before I really mix it around. Then I'm going to add my sugar, give that a bit of a stir, and then the cornmeal, followed by another stir, and then in goes the butter and the flour. This is going to get mixed in my stand mixer for about 8 minutes using the dough hook. And when it's done, I'm putting it in my dough tub, putting the lid on, and letting it rest for about an hour. After an hour, it's time to shape this dough. So I'm going to make a rectangle. I'm after something about 12 inches wide and about 18 inches long or so. When I have that, then I'm going to add more butter all over the inside of this and then roll it up. Once you have it rolled up, you're going to flatten it out so it's about 4 or 5 inches across, and then we're going to cut it in half. And then each piece is going to be folded over like a letter and then rolled into a nice tight ball. So first one side in, then the other side in, turn it over, and then I'm pulling this back on the hard surface to tighten the ball up. Each of these will make a 9-inch pizza. If you're only going to make a single 12-inch pizza, then don't divide the dough. To make the sauce, I'm going to melt a little butter and then saute some onions until they're nice and soft. Then we're going to add some crushed red pepper, some oregano, give that a stir. Then we're going to add some pepper, some kosher salt, and some garlic. Oh, this smells great already. Now come the tomatoes. Give that a stir, and we're going to let this cook for a little bit, maybe about an hour and a half till it thickens up. My dough is now rested, so I'm going to roll this out to about 15 inches diameter. I'm going to cook a 12-inch pizza, so 15 inches ought to be just about right. That's looking pretty good. Now, easy to measure, put the pan down. Yep, that's exactly what I want. So I'm going to roll it up onto the rolling pin and then simply unroll it back into the pan. By the way, I coated that pan with a little cooking spray. I'm pushing the dough down into the corners all the way around and making sure that I've got at least a 1-inch lip coming up the sides of the pan. Looks great. Now I'm going to hit the top of that with a little olive oil. That'll just help crisp up a little bit. And then in goes the cheese, lots of mozzarella. Now I'm adding a little Asiago because I like that in my pizza. Next comes the pepperoni, lots of pepperoni. And finally, we're ready for the sauce. So the sauce is now nice and thick. So I'm going to put down a nice heavy layer all over the pizza. This is looking good. Finally, I'm going to add a little bit of shaved Parmesan to the top, and this is ready for the pizza oven. The pizza oven is now hot. Going to push these coals back and get ready to pop in a pizza. Deep dish Chicago-style pizza. I have to say, this was one of the best pizzas that's ever come out of my pizza oven. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please let me know. And please subscribe. I've got great new videos coming out several times a week. See you next time on Austin Eats.